Welcome back to the pull list, Electric Ladies. I have 4 comic book reviews, 3 of which came out this week, and 1 is a book that I missed from November. Let's get started, shall we? This is all Marvel week for me, and we're going to start with number 1 of Captain Marvel. And I can safely say that this is the best Captain Marvel number 1 I've ever read. Seriously, Marvel, we need to chill out with the renumbering. I know we're not, but we should. Anyway, this is the first post-Kelly Sue DeConnick issue, and thank God it's great. This is from Michelle Fazacara, sorry if I got that wrong, Tara Butters, and it's drawn by Chris Anka. And let's see, Carol Danvers gets a job being the boss of Alpha Flight, which is similar to the organization SWORD, where they are kind of an embassy and small protective army of the world dealing with intergalactic matters. And let's see, it's got a pretty cool looking base, which kind of looks like the Electric Light Orchestra Best Of album cover. And it's got Alpha Flight. It's just not in name only. We see Puck and Aurora and Sasquatch. That's part of this grouping. And so far, pretty good. Also, the former leader of SWORD is here, Brand. Let's see, there she goes. There she is, Abigail Brand, Miss Green Hair herself. And Carol's pretty sure she hates her, because how coldly she acts towards her. Anyway, Carol hates paperwork, hates desk work. This is just not her. As she says in this issue, she's really good at punching things, and that's kind of her thing. She's more of a black and white kind of girl rather than a gray matters girl. And this issue does that as well. They're having negotiations with this one alien race, but after they're attacked by an asteroid, it doesn't seem to be a random asteroid coming towards them. It may have actually come from that race they were just dealing with. So the first thing she does is put their ambassadors in jail. Meanwhile, they're attacked by another aircraft. It's space. Another spacecraft. But the inhabitants seem to be dead, and her logo is on the ship. So, hey, the mystery begins. I will say, I've never seen this artist before, but I absolutely love the work. It's perfect. This is the exact kind of clean, gorgeous, big kind of space-spanning series that I'd love to see Captain Marvel doing. She's definitely really taken her place as kind of, the number 1 space hero. I mean, she's kind of, I don't know, I mean, I suppose she's probably Marvel's Green Lantern, actually, in those kind of respects. I love this one a lot, enjoyed it, very fun. I love Carol, I missed the book. And this gets a 5 ram chip from me. Probably my favorite of the week, actually. Let's move on to Miss Marvel, number 3. And that is, as usual, done by G. Willow Wilson. And let's see. And the art is done by Takashi Mizar. And yeah, we're going into that storyline where, let's see, apparently there's that new housing development that's been coming in, and they're brainwashing people, and apparently it's a Hydra plot. And they've used her name as sort of the face of the development, causing a lot of people to kind of like rise up, not so much against them, but her, to kind of like, and that was actually part of the plan, to not only distract her, but to actually kind of, break her connection with the neighborhood so she wouldn't be as interfering as they figured. Well, that didn't quite work out, because she doesn't really play it that way. Unfortunately, they had taken over the mind of her good friend Bruno. So she goes to Bruno's girlfriend, Micah, and they are able to dig up the plans that Bruno had come up with. In previous issues, she asked Bruno to kind of check out that serum and see if there was any kind of antidote, and he was able to figure it out before they took his brain over, so they whip it up together. Which is a nice piece of writing, because there was tension between these two, because Bruno has sort of been kind of maybe going to be her boyfriend, and then she turns her back, and he's hooked up with this new girl, and they have a nice kind of bonding issue right here. I had a feeling as of that, because in the flashback in issue 1, we kind of get a good sense of character from Micah or Mike, and I get this feeling that we're probably going to see this character develop, and I'm happy to say that's looking like, because they team up and are able to kind of free the brainwashed people. But in true Marvel fashion, people still suspect Miss Marvel as being part of it, and just trying to distance herself politically. Man, people are just cynical dicks, aren't they? Awesome issue, 5 RAM chips, loved it a lot. And Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat. This is issue 2 by Kate Leth and Brittany Williams. Let's see. Yeah, Patsy Walker is still out of work, and she is still developing her whole kind of company business plan for temp work for people with superpowers. Meanwhile, she has to, pay the bills. So she gets a job at this sort of Gap-like place where her boss is this 17-year-old who really hates her, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of good humor here, actually, with her working here at this store. Like, talking to people younger than her, and just the age gap just seems really apparent when, they consider 90s clothes and early 2000s retro. And, matter of fact, there's one pair of pants here that says the early 2000s, which makes me laugh. It's like, not just 2000, the early 2000s. Remember back in yesteryear in the early 2000s when swing dance was all the rage, I think. I don't know. I wasn't old enough to remember anything back then. But of course, she's got a problem with her old friend, or old frenemy, actually. Let's see, what's that girl's name again? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Hetty Wolf. Who has... She bought the rights from her mother's comic book. For those who don't know, the Teenage Adventures, romantic comics that Patsy Walker used to be a part of, has been kind of folded into continuity as a comic book her mom produced about her life. And it was popular at one point, and then after her mom passed away, they kind of sort of drifted out of print, and she bought the rights. Now she's published them again. And they're having a bit of legal argument about that. Let's see. But after they kind of like basically tell each other, we'll be meeting with our lawyers, a shoplifter shows up with superpowers, actually, who has this magic purse that she's just throwing everything in. And after a good chase, she loses her. Not after she keeps mentioning some sort of mysterious boss that she has. Anyway, Patsy gets fired by her own boss, and she ends up assembling a group trying to figure out what's next. And that's like, let's see, it's like She-Hulk and Valkyrie, let's see, Miss America, Meltdown, but I know she has a new name now, I forgot. Squirrel Girl and Kate Bishop. This is pretty nice to see it. I hope this continues. I hope to see this group in the next issue. Very fun, loved it. Also, this is 5 RAM chips. This is a really fun book. And let's see, this came out in November, but I'm right now playing catch-up with the titles I wanted to check out, but could not. But now I'm picking them up. So this issue is the New Avengers #1. And not to be confused with the all-new, all-different Avengers. That is the main Avengers title. This is the New Avengers title, which I... never been a fan of putting new in your title. Because what if this book... I mean, the New Avengers actually... Brian Michael Bendis started the New Avengers title back in, 2005? 2004? Something like that? It's like... I don't know. It's just... It's not something that lasts for me. Well, this new book is from writer Al Ewing, whose actually work I've never read before, and Gerardo Sanduro, and his work is really nice. It has kind of a Joe Mad feeling to it, which I like a lot. It's a very appealing look. And this team features a bunch of guys who actually I've heard of a lot of these characters, but I've never really read their stories. There's a couple of young Avengers in here. There's Wiccan and Hulkling, as well as White Tiger, the new Power Man, not the Luke Cage Power Man, Songbird, and Squirrel Girl, who, by the way, is the reason I bought this book. And also Hawkeye will be joining this team. And Sunspot. Apparently Sunspot has taken over the AIM organization and has redubbed it Avengers Island. And, of course, he has his own team of Avengers working with AIM, with all the crazy mad scientists working for them. Kind of a cool concept. I'm not sure when this happened. Like I said, I'm playing catch-up with a lot of Marvel, so kind of cool aspect of turning the AIM organization into a force for good. Hey, the mission. They're sent to France because people have, become, the people of France have become now 90% these weird, hypnotized creatures with gems for heads instead of normal heads, and they apparently have some kind of connection to the dead. So it's kind of scary for everybody. So, of course, the first thing to do is start attacking. And the villain behind this is the Maker. Who's the Maker? Okay, get ready for some really geeky shit here. The Maker is an evil Reed Richards from an alternative universe. I know, fucking comic books, man. Anyway, this one's fun. I really dug it. I will be picking up issue 2 and 3, see where this goes. It's got Squirrel Girl. Come on, you can't fuck that up. And she brought her. I love how she brought her squirrel Tippy Toes on the mission. I mean, it's a big to-do Avengers mission, and she brings her squirrel. Very fun. I'm gonna give this a good solid 4 Ram Chips. Pretty decent start. I think that's it for now. So check out my stuff below. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Patreon. Stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Push the button. Let's see.